YouTube, welcome back. Today, Hardcore Championship path as the challenger. Everybody's favorite boss man, the big boss man. Let's get started with Go, Chapter 1. Hardcore Holly single match, normal, rules apply. Oh. That's no fun. Let's see. Been a few days since we played last, so gotta get the controls back in our head. So get here, do low blow. There we go. Big bear squeeze, big boss squeeze, we'll call it. Oh, missed the clothesline. Okay. Low blow will work.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
There we go.
6.
Gotta remember, normal match rules seem to apply here. There we go. Pile driver on hard Holly. Delayed pile driver at that. Let's see. We're countered, but we'll counter ourselves. Stomp on the head. Holly's in danger. Got a choke going on. I contemplated putting Big Boss Man's old outfit on him, but you know, just felt like the timeline served us better to be bodyguard Big Boss Man. Oh no. There we go. Hip toss. Go back to that squeeze. Go Hardcore Holly, who's boss here. Oh. Or he's gonna throw us out of the ring. That's fine too.
1, 2, 3.
Get back in the ring. Show him the Manhattan drop there. Got a good little guillotine neck ringer there. Let's go into the corner. Finger splash. Pile driver. Pull it off, boss man. So we can take our special. Lift him up. Go. Hit him. That's going to be a rope break. Fortunately, I tried to do a 69 pin, but this didn't work out. Hip toss. Does the boss man? Oh, he's got a bulldog, which we'll use that to go for the pin.
1, 2, 3.
Here we go, Hardcore Holly. Yeah. Perfect. Big Boss Man. Chapter 1 complete. See how chapter 2 goes. Chance. Boss man, I think you deserve to be the hardcore champion. But I want to see how well you can wrestle in a match tonight. Then I'll give you a chance. Good luck. All right, we got to fight Taka Michinoku in a hardcore match. Here we go. Missed that running attack, but that's okay. We've got the power of Vince on our side. Hey, come here. This is a hardcore match, so we should take advantage of all the hardcore things that we have to take advantage of, including but not limited to steel steps. All right, as he counters, blocks the low blow. Nope. Taka's apparently too good for us. Throw Taka that direction. And then we'll hit Taka with steps. Let's take Taka to the backstage area if we can. There we go. See taunts. Go into the SmackDown logo. No. There we go. Running Bulldog. I don't appreciate taunting Taka. Take a trash can. Time to take out the... Nope. I always try that and it never works. The line never works. They always counter. No, we're not done out here. Got suplex. I'm going to take out the trash. Doesn't work unless you actually like hit them better with it. But that's okay. Let's throw him down here, and then we'll grab our trash can. We'll run after him. And we'll swing. Perfect. Grapple him from the back. Break his shins. Go. All right. Get into the bar, Taka. We're gonna go ahead and put an arm bar on him. Work that arm. And back out into the hallway. So we'll go over here to the parking lot. We'll beat his ass in a parking lot. How about that? Perfect. Countered. Break his lower back with a forearm. He countered our back grapple. He's coming back. Missed the low blow. Let's throw him into the electrical panel. He's now gold dust with a stutter. Hip toss. Bear hug squeeze. Perfect. Work the head. Boss man, as you may or may not have known, excellent submission wrestler. Lots of submission moves into a pile driver. Jerry Lawler style, as I always like to think of it. When you hook your arms between the legs like that. There we go. Headbutt. Busted Taka wide open. Now it's time to take out the trash. Pin Taka. There we go. 4 minutes, 30 seconds. Should be a good enough hardcore match for Vince to recommend us the hardcore title. Next, chapter 3. Challenge the title. There he is, the man himself, the lethal weapon, Steve Blackman. Who is Boss Man? It's too early to challenge me. I'm going to teach you a lesson. Here we go. Hardcore match against the lethal weapon, Steve Blackman. And he just dodges the hip toss. He doesn't dodge us grabbing him out of the ring. Throw him up on the table. Go through the table. Spinning neck breaker. Body slam. Grab the steel steps. He runs around. Throw the steps at him. We got a delayed pile driver. Perfect. Run us. Step on his face with our feet. Block him that way. I wish we had a chokehold other than this one. But that's okay, we'll make it work. We choke him on the outside of the floor. We'll grab our trusty steel steps. And we'll start there. Go sit down, son. Grab that rear choke. Butts Blackman wide open. We're prepared well if we ever have to do that for storyline reasons. Go ahead and throw that choke back on. Much more cozy on the canvas. I'm sure he feels much better. There we go. Throw him into the corner. We got knees to the gut. We got an arm bar. We got all sorts of things for him. Get him back in the ring. Stomp on his face some more. We got another arm bar for him. Like I said, Boss Man, the submission specialist you never knew he was. Delayed pile driver again. Perfectly executed. Into an armbar. See if we can't hit a haunt here. Got our special. The boss man. Oh, wait. Make Steve Blackman tap out to his own move. I went for the special, and instead of flicking the stick, I pressed A and B. It works. Next, there's nothing more humiliating than tapping out to your own move. Round the Clock Champion, Part 1. No chance, that's what you got. I've made a decision. I want to add a little more excitement to the Hardcore Championship. The Hardcore Champion must defend the belt 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, anytime, anywhere. All right. Boss man. It's the British Bulldog. Vince's stipulation might have been a mistake. Vince's stipulation might have been a mistake. Vince assaulted in the locker room, and the Hardcore title challenges have begun. I don't really know that made sense. But it's the British Bulldog, and he wants his title match. He kicks me from a stupid table. Take that, you stupid. European title not good enough for you? Come on. No, you can't throw me off. All right. We'll do this a little differently then. All right, we'll not do it any differently. We'll get our ass kicked still. All right, a little too far. Get out of my locker room. We got a chokehold on the Bulldog. It does look like we can leave the locker room area. We're not stuck here. So, at whatever point we want to take this somewhere else, like right now, we can take it to the boiler room. There we go. Just like that, we're in the boiler room. Got a little side backbreaker, and it's time to take the trash out. I'm going to try to work that in as many times. There we go. Low blow. He blocks the pile driver. Not the low blow. Manhattan drop. There we go. Time to take the trash out. And we busted him wide open. What a choke on the concrete floor. He's in danger for more than one reason. We got an arm bar on him. Break his arm, we'll break his nose, break his legs. We'll break those stupid jeans. Squeeze him. Like I said, submission expert. I'm a man of 1,005 hold. Arm hook, suplex, step on the man's face from behind. Well, he'll counter, we'll counter, step on his face. Fire extinguisher to the face. Rear naked from behind. He'll rue the day he attacked the big boss man. All right. There we go. Grabbed him on the running grapple. Pile driver, catch style. There we go. Small package.
1, 2, 3.
There it is. Beat the Bulldog in 3 minutes 30 seconds. There goes his title match. Chapter 5. Up. Round the Clock Champion, Part 2. Boss Man is hiding from an enemy in the boiler room after a match, thinking about what he will do next. Boss Man is attacked from behind. He's about to lose consciousness. A hardcore match has begun. Hardcore Championship match in the boiler room. I'm going to assume that means we cannot leave the boiler room. No, it looks like we can. We're not going to, though, for a few minutes. Running Bulldog. Time to take the trash out. Let's get the YouTube short that I make of this is just going to be a compilation. Me saying, time to take the trash out. I'm going to see if I can work a trash can into every match from here on. Now that we're out of the boiler room, let us go to the parking lot. As we ram Jeffrey into every wall between here and there. I think that'll work. There we go. Parking lot brawl now. Got a 2x4. Grab him from behind in the rear naked. Perfect. See, we got a fire extinguisher. As he comes running after me, catch style pile driver this time. Get a arm bar. Nope. Get countered. But we'll hit the low blow. And then we'll go for the delay pile driver. Wonderful. There we go. Come over here. Make him sit down just a little bit. There we go. Perfect. Squeeze the life out of him. And nope, he blocked us. That's okay, he can't block our low blow. And a hat and drop on top of that. Go pile driver from behind, break his shin. Hip toss. Hit our special. Pick him up by the ears. Throw him down. Just for good measure. Twist of fate. We'll go for the 69 pin 1, 2, 3. For a man who is about to lose consciousness, we did pretty okay. All right, chapter 6. Up. Round the Clock Champion Part 3. Bossman defended the title and quickly left the ringside. Bossman then ran into the parking lot and hid. We were already in the parking lot. He is now thinking about what to do next. Uh-oh. Suddenly, Bradshaw and Farouk enter the parking lot. I was just checking my notes, make sure I make the right decision. Well, it's the wrong decision, but it's the right decision. What the hell do you want? I'll beat both you up. Easy, easy. We came here to make sure that you're safe. What? You guys want to help? Of course. Being that we are the two baddest men around, we understand what you're going through, boss. We came here to protect you. But everything has a price. You give us $1,000 and we take care of your problem. No, sirree. What? Maybe you didn't understand us. You give us $1,000 and we go get beer instead of hurting you. It's as simple as that. I guess we're just gonna have to hurt you. You made a big mistake and we're gonna really show you how wrong you are. Give us that belt. I love the floating in between accents that I was really doing there. Pretty good. Hardcore Championship match in the parking lot. Handicap match rules apply. Here we go. I do believe we are stuck in the parking lot for this one. Always. Nope. I am just going to stop saying that because I've been wrong every time. We can leave the parking lot area, it appears. So, why don't we? I've never liked the parking lot. Never mind that we just did a whole match here. But I find for handicap matches, sometimes I don't mind them taking place better in a ring. Don't do it. I thought he was going to whip us. Alright. Get back in the ring. This way, we can work over one instead of the other kind of thing. There we go. Countered. Get back out of the ring, Farouk. I really understand why we're acting as hurt as we are, but we are. I don't think these matches carry damage over, but you know, sometimes they do. Back body drop on Farouk there. So the purpose of this, we do want to win. We're on the path that we want to win this. Not that we don't want to win all of our matches normally. So that's not even true. Sometimes we want to lose our matches. But this is a match we want to win. I really wanted those stairs. We'll throw it Farouk that way. Get back in the ring here. Try to hit our special if we can. Here we go. Perfect. We're not really going to be able to do anything with that, but at least we've done some damage. The first special is always the hardest to get on the board, it feels like. So, we got it. We're almost to the second one. there we are to the second one. The suplex. We got a special on Farouk there. We'll hit a special on Bradshaw. If we can't toss Farouk out of the ring, cover Bradshaw. Did we do a handicap match in 4 minutes? We didn't, but we got close. So he went to throw us out of the ring. Is he going to do it? He won't. Couldn't get us there. All right. We didn't counter our way out of that one. That's okay. We can't counter our way out of everything. We can toss Bradshaw out. Put this back on a one-on-one. Biggest thing to do. Why I like being in the ring versus in the backstage, especially with Bradshaw and Farouk, is that a lot of times you can more easily isolate. Just like that. Alright, get up. There we go. Get out. Get the suplex. We got countered. There we go. Grab Bradshaw midair. Clothesline from hell. We go pick Farouk up. Farouk's gonna get up all groggy.
Count two.
It's okay. I really thought we'd have that one. We'll hit Bradshaw, hopefully with a delayed. He kicks Farouk. We're pretty still in control. Hit Farouk with the delayed instead. Already got our special back. There we go. Hit Bradshaw with a third special. Hit Farouk with another special. Try to pin Farouk.
1, 2, 3.
Bradshaw's just going to let it happen. There we go. We were able to pin that son of a gun. But we completed that requirement. We did say no and we won. So, from Chapter 7 though, Round the Clock Champion Part 4. A day later, Boss Man was on his way to the arena. While he was walking through the hall, he was met by Rios and Saturn. You're the so-called hardcore champion. We'll show you just what hardcore is. We're gonna beat you down. Hardcore Championship match in the parking lot. Hardcore handicap match rules apply. We are not in the parking lot though, I will say that. But we do want to lose here. This is where we're going to make a losing battle. As Rios. Jeez. It's like trying to mix all names. At the Royal Rumble There we go. Perfect. Great, we're coming back here. Oh, actually managed to hit this, so come on, somebody hit me. Hit me, pay me. Come on. Oh. All right, busted me wide open. Grapple me. Do something. One of you put me in a pinning predicament. Would you? Not you. I don't know that I have a power bomb for them to counter in a roll-up, which would be my preferred way to do this. Thank you. Well, got caught in this together. Thank you, Perry. Perry, the platypus. Go. Come on, reverse it. There you go. All right, to the stage we go. The ring we go. Am I only gonna get nightsticks? Yeah. All right. Come on. Pin me. Take it. I'm just looking for somebody to pin me, man. Pin me, pay me. Just do it, Saturn. Brings a Saturn me. There we go. What the hell? I don't understand your partner at all. I don't blame you at all. Come on. Saturn, you had me down once. Thank you.
1, 2, 3.
I don't honestly even know that I had to twirl the stick for that one. That's okay. Chapter 7, we lost. That's what we want. Chapter 8, it's a new world. Championship Royal God Rumble. Boss Man entered Rios's locker room to challenge for the title of Hardcore Champion, but Rios refused. Hey, hold on. I understand that you would like to be champion again, but today is the Royal Rumble, so we settle things there, okay? I know it was a Rumble. We were at the Royal Rumble. Hardcore Championship match. Royal Rumble rules apply. Only requirement to clear the Rumble is to win. Fuck me.
Fight!
Well, I guarantee there will be a new champion.
Eliminated.
I so dislike the idea of having to do a rumble. But every path has one, right? Every path, at some point, you got to do a Royal Rumble. Apparently, today was the hardcore. Good. Oh. Gonna say let's go ahead and knock Taka straight out, but I guess let's not. Get out my ring, Rikishi. Thank you.
Eliminated.
Feel very similar to the last stream where we did survival mode, but there's actually a countdown in between. It's Scotty too hottie. There we go. Knocked Taka out. Steve Blackman. All right. And suplex on Scotty. It's Viscera. Perfect. Perfect. Double team on Scotty. And we'll knock Viscera straight down.
Eliminated.
Nope. Just not gonna get the grapple, huh? I think I got it off there right as we were leaving the scene to beat Chris Benoit. Go ahead and get Benoit out here early if we can. Oh, missed my opportunity. And punch. There we go.
Eliminated.
We've done a fair amount of eliminating for just 3 minutes. Not going so bad yet. Test.
Eliminated.
Blackman's eliminated? Yeah. That punch I threw right at the end must have eliminated Blackman. And now we're down to just Test and I. Here comes the Bulldog, who wants his title match. There we go. Test is gone. Dean Malenko out next. Down to 21 superstars. As the next one comes out, Edge. Perfect. here. We knock Dino out. See you later, Dino.
Eliminated.
Couldn't get the Bulldog out. That's okay. As he suplexes us. I would love for any one of these men to have participated in an elimination so far, but so far, by ourselves. All right. See you later, Bulldog.
Eliminated.
I feel like this should have been one of those Royal Rumbles where, like, you could in and submit rather than ring out. That way we could have made it a hardcore real rumble of using weapons. Or they should have allowed some programming to send somebody out with a weapon, right? Everybody comes out with a weapon. Come on, Jericho. Get out. We got our second special. If we can use it any better than the first. We actually got to use it while it was flashing, so I consider that a win. Double team wishbone. See you later, Jericho.
Eliminated.
Well, not really what I wanted to happen, but that's okay. Go. Drop him. There. Get out of the ring. I'll let Mark Henry miss that one. He made up for it. We go. Hit the special. China. If you missed it, we recently released the video of China doing an Intercontinental run. Go check that out if you haven't. Could be 2 videos back or so. Got a Farouk blocked it. All right. Can we get Mark Henry out? Yes, we can.
Eliminated.
Can we get Farouk out? No, we can't. Ah, my nose is itchy. You didn't know? It's the road dog, Jesse James. Here he goes. Get out of the ring. Shit. All right. We were doing so well. But That is the danger of the Rumble. Especially in these older games where you can just get eliminated, just, you know, somebody hit you wrong. No mini game. There's no
Eliminated.
Takes 2 shots. It's no. You're gone. Kishi. All right. Honestly, that one had gone a little too smooth. We were about halfway done, I think.
Eliminated.
Here comes Scotty. We're already down the original one, so 3 eliminations down at least. The team on Rikishi. Steve Blackman. I'll see how many. All right, great. Roll up. Blackman out here.
Eliminated.
Throw Rikishi. Scotty didn't help me. The bastard. We should get to stand up here. Okay, we'll figure it out. Perfect. Perfect.
Eliminated.
There we go. Delayed pile driver on Viscera. Chris Benoit. Wasn't quite focused on him. Pay that price. All right. Let's see here. Nope. Nope, didn't quite get that the way I wanted it. Didn't quite get that the way I wanted it either. Right. Like, I don't always want to do the running shoulder tackle, but sometimes it's definitely the most effective. Sometimes I want to punch him like
Eliminated.
no, I really kind of don't want to deal with you, being totally honest. No. No. You deal with cats. With that.
Eliminated.
There's the Bulldog. Test is gone, and Viscera doesn't have a special anymore. Dean Malenko again. Alright, right in the middle of the 4 of them. 3 of them, I guess. I can't count. Got Dean here. That's not really what I wanted. Nope. All right. Nope. Viscer's gonna kick my ass apparently. So we should just pick a new person to target, please. That one isn't gonna work out well for me.
Eliminated.
Oh, suplex. And go with dodge. Edge. Didn't quite get Malenko eliminated there, I don't think. You're close to it. We countered the suplex though. Shit. Dog wants out. Hang on just a second.
Eliminated. Eliminated.
There we go. Mark Henry, we're back. You didn't miss much.
Eliminated.
Here comes Jericho. Oh, we got him. Got Mark Henry over. Go. Do a little special on Jericho here. Just to soften him up a little bit. Alright, you two get back to fighting each other. Jericho's mine. Alright.
Eliminated.
There we go. Mark Henry's out. Jericho out. Hopefully. Nope. That's okay. Crash Holly wants to get in the way. Crash Holly has a special, so we probably should stop messing with him. Let Chyna deal with Crash. There goes Jericho.
Eliminated.
think we're about back to where we were on the first one here. Once we get to Farouk,
Eliminated.
we're pretty close. Trying to do in the shake, rattle, roll. I wish I could get up. That'd be fantastic. There we go.
Eliminated.
Farouk's gone. Brian Christopher. James. Okay, here's new people. Al Snow. I don't think we saw Al Snow at all last time. So, do you think we've taken more damage this Rumble than we did the last one? It's okay.
Eliminated.
We're making still good progress. I think that's the important part. Alright. I don't know if that counted or not. He didn't. Oh, there it goes. Alright, Val Venis, you're pissing me off. That was good getting Road Dogg out. Don't mind getting Road Dogg out. Especially if we can do it in the cutscenes. We were able to grapple him and start the animation of walking him to the corner. So it was either he was going to counter and we were going to come back and he was going to countered the grapple maneuver, or he was going to be eliminated. And lucky for us, it worked out.
Eliminated.
All right, still going strong here. All right, great. Val Venis screws that up. Hardcore Holly. I almost said Crash Holly, but we've already seen Crash Holly. See you later, Hardcore.
Eliminated.
Okay, here comes The Rock. We got just a few people left. Go ahead and bring out the next one. Let's not hurry. Not make a mistake, but it's Billy Gunn. We focus on Billy Gunn when he comes out. All right. There we go. See you later, Val.
Eliminated.
And remember, this Royal Rumble is for just the Hardcore title. To win the Hardcore title, which we lost in a street fight, or in a backstage brawl, I guess, rather. You have to win the Royal Rumble. Lost it just earlier tonight.
Eliminated.
Here we go, special on Rocky. Stevie kick on Stevie. Too bad they can't knock him over the ropes. Nope. That did not go over. Right. Nope. At least we were away from the ropes enough. And we go ahead and eliminate Stevie here. Wish we could have. Oh, shit. No.
Eliminated.
Yep. All right, try again.
Fight. Eliminated.
Oh.
Eliminated.
Almost got all three of them out. Ishii comes in with the bulldog from behind. Here comes Scotty now. We got really close there. Got really close. That's why I hate Rumbles.
Eliminated.
We couldn't have just done, oh, you just gotta finish in the top 15 Rumble. We had to do, oh, you have to win Rumble. That's okay. We'll win eventually. Hopefully third time is the charm. Hey, Surfboard Charlie. Welcome into the Hardcore Championship Royal Rumble. Being forced to defend our title. Actually, to win our title. We lost the title. We're trying to regain the title.
Eliminated.
There we go. You know,
Eliminated.
it's kind of one of those things. Raven was always a good favorite of mine, just because he had a lot of them. I always felt a little like jealous that Tommy Dreamer got like his own hardcore version. I always thought that was a little unfair. I feel like other people should have gotten. I think Bradshaw did. Bradshaw got one, right? Did he get his own? See you later, Chris.
Eliminated.
Our special out on Scotty. Oh. Eliminated? No. Can't grapple him. Didn't grapple him before he got it. Go. Mods are definitely on the table eventually. Wanted to beat yeah, it's a crazy game. Crazy game. But mods are definitely on the table once we do this in vanilla. I've got a couple in mind that I found and tested. Not even just like the No Mercy Plus one, right? But like a couple good WCW ones. I think there's the AEW one that I personally haven't messed with that one. I've seen it. There's a couple of them I definitely want to check out once we finish championship mode completely. We're getting closer every day. Okay. That could have ruined the whole run. Definitely I've played No Mercy Plus, and I wish I could be. If I could, I would have made a choice. You know, when I started this series back in 2021, No Mercy Plus I don't think was a thing yet. And when I picked it back up, I made a choice. Because I knew about No Mercy Plus then, but I couldn't get the pass that I had already completed moved over to No Mercy Plus, and still kept the big show. And so, rather than starting over, I just kept it in vanilla, and sometimes I wish I had done it the other way, but you live and you learn. But yeah, Feel the Bang is the one I remember the most. Glad everybody could come out tonight. It helps when you hit the go live button on YouTube if you schedule a stream. But those on YouTube are just joining us because I didn't see a button. It's the first time I scheduled a stream and didn't realize there was an extra action. So we've been here for, I don't know, an extra hour, just playing for the Twitch viewers. But don't you worry. The complete run will be uploaded on YouTube as the next video. Or you're watching it right now. Funny how time works. Mark Henry. This does an update to everybody. This is the Hardcore Championship path. We're playing as Big Boss Man, trying to win the Hardcore Championship. Currently, we must win the entire Royal Rumble to do so. It is the last chapter of this path. So far, we've gotten, this is the third attempt at the Rumble, I think. And we've gotten down to number 7 before being eliminated. Favorite ruthless aggression. Hogan and Edge. See? Nobody expects Hogan and Edge. They were tag team champions of the world. Actually, I think they were WWE tag team champions, so they weren't world tag team champions. But, the point still stands. But realistically, see, nobody ever expects my odd answers. Probably not very many people remember that Hogan and Edge won tag team gold, right? I mean, like, that's a weird era thing that you just wouldn't expect. Trying to think of other ruthless aggression, like, tag teams. Obviously, you know, the Guerreros. Like, he did, but he didn't. Like, I mean, he definitely won them with Christian a fair bit. And then once they went his separate ways, once Christian became un-American, you know, or Team Canada, he did start winning it with the most random people. But Los Guerreros probably would qualify as my real favorite ruthless aggression tag team. Or Team Angle, I mean, you know, while they didn't achieve great stardom, Team Angle was always pretty good and athletic. Good old Shelton Benjamin. Yeah, I don't even remember Edge and Mysterio doing it. I kind of do, but not enough to, like, until you said it's like, hang on. Alright, Farouk. Alright, so we're getting caught up in the fray. Let's see. I don't remember who's after Farouk.
Eliminated.
We've seen who's after Farouk. Kind of funny, like, they were pretty underrated. They should have gotten better. Brian James, would you stop it? They should have gotten better recognition. Kind of sad that, like, Murdoch hasn't done more, like, hasn't been able to get back mainstream. Because no matter what you argue, the current version of NWA is not mainstream. I don't want to hear it. Cool that he did it, right? It's cool that he won the 10 pounds of gold. But you can't say it's mainstream. Listen, Road Dogg. I don't care. Alright. Oh, but like, and I don't even know how much longer they're really like on the CWF. With NXT going CW, how much longer realistically is the NWA over on the CW? At some point, I wish Billy would just like decide he was done and sell. I don't think he's going to. I mean, partly because, like, other than the name and the branding, I don't even know how much, like, the NWA is worth these days, because, like, I don't know what their tape library is, right? Like, they've obviously got, you know, several years worth of tape library. But it seems like I don't know how much the tape library really was, because it was all territory based, and because the WWE bought a lot of territory tapes already, like how much other tape is there to buy? How much specific NWA tape is there? I don't think much that would be worth anything. So I'm not even sure if he did sell it, like what uncovered gems we would get, right? We might get Colt Cabana, Adam Pearce, 7 matches of hell or whatever it was. But I don't, those might have been Ring of Honor for all I remember. I mean, I know they were for the NWA title. I don't know who owns the tapes. I don't think so, right? Because, like, I don't think it would contain any of those tapes. I'm pretty sure those tapes went with the ECW library that's already been sold to WCW, or sold to WCW, sold to WWE, right? And then the TNA tapes are part of the TNA era, because they still have those. They still those are on their streaming services. So, like, I think those are their tapes. That's why I'm like, because the NWA was just a, like, overarching, God bless America. Because the NWA didn't really run their own shows, it's hard to say what their tape library is. It's like, you're right, TNA should be a big part of that. But, like, because they were TNA shows, TNA owns the library. It's a weird thing. All right, attempt number 4 at the Rumble. Going to be the longest hardcore championship path yet. I mean, it gave them the benefit to having the NWA name behind TNA early. Is it gave them some amount of credibility, right? Like, it wasn't the credibility it was 20 years earlier, but it gave them an established, oh, I recognize that kind of base. So it was good for as what it was good for. Saying, look, we're part of this big organization. But once it ran its course, and especially because the NWA was not the powerhouse it was, it didn't really gain them a huge benefit in the long run. But mostly it served as a way now that many of the talents that we think of with TNA are technically NWA champions, right? I mean, like, There's no way Christian would have become an NWA World Heavyweight Champion without TNA having the belt, booking the belt.
Eliminated.
R-Truth's another one. I don't think R-Truth would have ever been a NWA champion without TNA. Alright, let's keep going.
Eliminated.
This path is going to kill me. Go, Chris Benoit's gone. Christian counters, Viscera attacks. Pull Viscera's hair. I think I caught SmackDown more often. We didn't always have cable. So, especially when SmackDown was on UPN, caught SmackDown much more regularly. Christian, I would have loved to have eliminated Viscera. Go. Go. See you later.
Eliminated.
Especially at the time where it was easier to access. That's what I find like crazy about like the Netflix deal. God bless America.
It's cooking.
Fight.
What I find interesting about the Netflix deal, right, is like it'll be the first time in a really long time that they don't have a free way of watching their product, right? I mean, even when SmackDown on Fox, right, it network television, so you didn't need a cable subscription. So like if you're a cord cutter or, you know, somebody doesn't want to have streaming or stuff like that, like there's not a way for you to consume the product anymore, which is interesting. So I think that was always a big like introductory way to get into wrestling, right? You just channel surfed and you found it. Dang. But I don't know, maybe I underestimate the amount of people that will have cable that or have access to watch the USA Network. I cannot hit this motherfucker. Get out of the ring.
Eliminated.
I think that's the longest it's taken me to do a single elimination in the 5 attempts this Rumble. Taka, you were supposed to eliminate Christian. It's kind of one of those things. I'll hold my judgment on Netflix until it's done. I don't think they stay on Netflix after this deal. I think they are a one-time deal with Netflix.
Eliminated.
But I'd love to be proven wrong with that, but I would love like a GM mode, or I mean, you've got pay-per-view mode, right? So I mean, like, you could sort of do like half a GM mode, but with no injuries and such. Like,
Eliminated.
that doesn't make sense. You'd have to D&D campaign it a little bit, right? Of like book matches and then set up some kind of class system and roll die. An injury chance and who books. You could do it. But it'd be a lot of work. Go.
Eliminated.
Hopefully this one is the one that we beat this. This is the last part of the chapter. We beat the Rumble. We're done with Boss Man. Which would be special. Mostly because I'd love to be done with the Rumble. Just getting over being sick for a few days. So it's like, I wasn't planning on streaming super long tonight. Like, oh, a hardcore path will be... Those normally are pretty simple. They normally don't take very long. Be a good run in, you know, work on getting some, you know, energy back from being sick. I don't know that I have a favorite wrestler to play in this game, right? Like, I don't typically stick with one very long. Wow. Thanks, guys. But like, I think I've played the most probably as like Farouk or Bradshaw, interestingly enough. But probably that, like, probably one of those two are my favorite to play in the game, just because, like, the hard-hitting, no-nonsense kind of moveset. Okay. Focus, Steve Blackman. Man, crunched in the middle. 5 minutes and we're not even to 20 yet. Definitely the slowest I think we've taken the Rumble. And not necessarily on purpose. As much great luck eliminating people.
Eliminated.
Great. Taka. we go. Go. Honored. Let them duke it out for a moment. As the British Bulldog comes to the ring. Right. You know what? I don't even mind that Tess did that, because, like, if they could eliminate a couple dudes, it'd be perfect for me. I would love it if somebody else would do some eliminations. Perfect.
Eliminated.
Link goes out. Can't knock Test out. There it goes.
Eliminated.
Perfect. Catching a rhythm. Edge there. Here comes Mark Henry. They're all a little terrifying looking. There isn't. I don't think there's anybody who looks good in this game. Like, these Aki games, they're all a little terrifying up close. Especially because they're static. Like Edge is creepy because it's static. Like when you're doing the electric chair with Edge. Like, the fact that he, like, is getting punched in the head a few times and he's just smiling through the whole thing. Or, I think it's like when I was making my, like, Dudley Boys thumbnail, right? He's taking a 3D and he's just grinning ear to ear. Like, the stupidest motherfucker. It's like we couldn't make anybody have, like, slightly reactive, like, 3-face reactive. We couldn't go 3-face reactive. Of like a pain or a grapple or a... But some of it is because they like zoom in on it, it like makes it worse. Boss man drop kicks. There we go.
Eliminated.
I'm not gonna get to use that special. You know, it could be very similar face. Maybe they knew something we didn't know. There's Edge. Okay. Back in a rhythm. What's the score of that game? I have not paid attention to it today. I've not paid much attention to any football today. It's the reality. Wow, getting up beat it 3 times. Toss China. Wait, Farouk, you do it. Well, you know. Not sure who I want to win that game. But, as long as they're keeping it entertaining. Well, Oklahoma did the SEC thing. I don't know. It's going to be an interesting retrospective a few years from now to see if they really made the right decision or not. Alright, Albinos. At some point, I am going to save scum this. I don't know what that point is yet. But at some point, I will save scum this, because I will get tired of it. We all know I can do the Rumble. But we can avoid it. I'm going to avoid save scumming. But that's been like Oklahoma's last couple games, is who they've been playing that should have never been as close as it was at certain points. I mean, Oklahoma State as well. I mean, it's probably a state problem at this point. You never underestimate some of those teams, because just because they aren't good most of the season doesn't mean they won't be good for that one game. Alright, guys, you need to leave me the hell alone. That's what I'm talking about. Like, it's going to be interesting to see in a few years if Oklahoma, if it works out, or if they just should have never, they should have just been happy in the Big 12. Especially going to a, 12 seed playoffs. Could they have more consistently made the playoffs staying in the Big 12 versus going to the SEC, where they'll be lucky to get past some of those teams. Alright, down to the last 9. Here comes Rock. Oh, that's Hardcore Holly. I thought that was still Crash Holly. I was like, what Crash Holly still get here? Okay. Rocky. Okay. Everybody needs to stop paying attention to me. That would be fantastic. Alright. Nope, just out of range. Alright. There goes Hardcore.
Eliminated.
Not sure that I remember who's next. Alright. There's Steven Richards. I do remember Steven Richards. Maybe it's after Steven that I don't remember. Right. Nope. Rock. Pay attention to somebody else. Somebody pay attention to the Rock that isn't me, would you? Damn it. Oh, oh. Rocky, we're not doing this. Alright. Can... No, come on. There's Steven Richards. Is that who's left? I don't know. Probably. Oh, Bradshaw. Do you remember seeing Bradshaw before? So I think we're up to where I got to the furthest. We're officially tied for how far I've gotten tonight. Come on. Oh, that was almost real bad. Billy Gunn being in the way. Damn it. Stupid Billy Gunn. Alright, well. That one's not going our way. Come on. Still not going much our way. Alright, we need to get away from the action. We're now getting our asses handed to us. I will let them fight over there for a moment while we regain. Oh. Rock is still apparently too big of on attitude for us even. Terrible. know, but somebody's gotta eliminate him. Yeah. Thank you, Bradshaw. Come on. I got... There we go.
Eliminated.
Oh, that was a mistake. There's Kane. Okay. Let's see. There's Kane.
Eliminated. Eliminated.
Dang it. Not gonna get Billy Gunn, I don't think. We almost got Billy Gunn. There's X-Pac. So we're down to the final four, I believe. This is your final four. Godfather, damn it. Yes. Final four indeed. Alright, nope. Everybody, leave me alone a little bit. This is the other problem in this game, like, they will try to pull you out. God damn it! All right. One might be the safe scum one. If I get that far again, though, totally safe stating.
Eliminated.
Because I think this is attempt number 5 or 6. So we're gonna save state through our way through this, because this is a 2-hour video already. I have beaten the Royal Rumble in this game 3 or 4 times in championship mode. It's bullshit they make you do it to win the hardcore title. Watch now that I'm saying I'm gonna save state, watch, this will be the run that I'll do it and I won't even need it. And I'll take that.
Eliminated.
I'm not gonna like save state after every elimination. I'm not that scummy. We're not going that level of scum, but we're gonna go a level of scum of probably when we get to like top 15, top 10. So it won't just be like probably top 4.
Eliminated.
It won't be just like, oh, no work on it, right? We'll have to work to get back, but kind of bullshit to keep doing the same 30 wrestlers. Let's see if we hear an eliminated. There it is. Run and knock him over. Come on. Well, we cleared the ring, but it didn't stay cleared for long. Not easy to do in this game. Keep the ring clear.
Eliminated.
Didn't eliminate. Oh, no. Did eliminate test. Did a pretty good job of keeping the ring cleared there. Missed that. Damn. Alright, well, we kept the ring cleared for a few minutes. At least we're making some progress. Back body drop. We think we know him, but we don't. I was looking at the wrong character. That's okay. Say goodbye to Edge.
Eliminated.
We go Malenko, suplex. Oh, that's weird. The game froze for a moment. See you later, Mark Henry.
Eliminated.
Nope, that didn't knock him out. Cobb County, Georgia? Not a city or a county? I thought it was a county. But I actually don't know, other than Cobb County, Georgia, where Boss Man is from. And again, that could be a complete lie for all I know.
Eliminated.
Marietta. There goes Crash. All right. It was a scary situation, but we managed to fight our way out of it. Right.
Eliminated.
There we go. Farouk. Really wanted to. Sorry. Nope. Farouk, you're killing me. China.
Eliminated.
All right.
Eliminated.
I feel like we're doing pretty good. We're down to the 14. What is it? And less than 10. So this one seems to be going the best so far. As far as time and speed. So maybe, just maybe, I don't even care who gets the eliminations. If somebody knock them out when I'm doing the work. We'll finish Brian James over here while Val Venus makes his way to the ring. Knee to the groin. Put a finish on Val Venus. Right. So weird the game froze again.
Eliminated.
All right, Hardcore Holly. Get out of here.
Eliminated.
Yeah. I mean, pump handles in general kind of all have the same feel. But Boogeyman definitely probably has more of a unique style. Road Dogg has kind of a more unique style because he does the whole doggy style thing on the end. Beginning, depending on what you're looking at. Alright, Rock, you want to do this early? We can do this early. Knock the Rock out here.
Eliminated.
Hardcore, you apparently want to do something. Here comes Billy Gunn. Go knockout hardcore. Yeah, but that character didn't need to be good in the ring, so it kind of worked for who he was, right? Because, I mean, like, character didn't need to be good in the ring, he just needed to be off character. Would it have helped if he was decent in the ring? Maybe. But it wasn't a requirement. Steven Richards. All three of you focused on me. You suck. Couldn't get focused on Venus. These stupid punches. It should be illegal that Val Venus's grapples take this long to, like, just start. The fact that it takes Val Venus, like, 3 minutes to get started on a grapple. Great. Billy Gunn. You're apparently... Nope. I was gonna say you're the victim, but you reversed. Oh.
Eliminated.
I mean, that's the dream, right? You hope they all be a little decent, but... he was one that I felt was ended up being too old to when he started, kind of thing, so he wasn't going to learn much. Wasn't that why he, like, got kicked off of Tough Enough, right? Because, like, he was older than what he said or something. Like, way older. Not everybody can be a Diamond Dallas Page, right? Alright. Listen, Bradshaw, focus on somebody else. Alright. That's what I was thinking there. He was like 40 by the time he was trying to do much. There is only so much you can change about a person's gonna learn. Right. There goes Bradshaw. Steven Richards is busted wide open for some reason. Alright. We have the Game Pros again. So strange. Alright. Hello, your Godfather.
Eliminated.
Down to the final four. It's X-Pac. Surprise, surprise. Right, I mean, by the time, like, he was doing anything, right? I mean, he was so, like, we would consider that crazy. I mean, especially at that time, but I mean, you know, guys were wrestling in their 50s, but not well. All right, Kane's gone.
Eliminated.
And Kane has stairs. All right.
Eliminated.
What'd I tell you? The one that I was going to save Scum, I didn't even need him. Because that's the one I won. Oh, thank God. Holy cow. Here's the new hardcore champion, Boss Man. Please welcome the champion. Congratulate Boss Man. Thank you for playing. Here he is. Nightstick and all. Congratulations, you've become the hardcore champion, but there will be more obstacles for you to remain the true champion. You will be the people's champion only when you complete all paths. Oh. There we go. Path completed. Start. Great path. Annoying path, but it was a great path. Started today at 78%. Let's see where we end today. Championship hardcore 82, a whopping 4 points. That's okay, it happens. Sometimes have to have small victories, but like I said, I am recovering from being sick, so that will do it for me today. YouTube VOD watchers, thank you so much. Leave a comment, like, subscribe to the channel, all those YouTube algorithm things. We'll see you on the next one. Thank you so much. Take care.